Hello there everybody, and thank you so much for joining us again for another episode of the Soulver Weekly Forecast. We have had so many people writing questions about their psychic abilities awakening with all the solar flares and all the upgrades happening, and just Halloween that was only last week. Lots of paranormal activity happening that they're picking up that they've never really maybe acknowledged or seen before. So yeah, we thought we'd have a look into that today.
Yes, exactly. And a lot of people are saying that they're seeing things.
Yes.
So, or being more aware of something in the room.
That's it, yeah.
And so you'll hear and perhaps even see paranormal activity around the homes. And all this sort of thing. So it's like, oh my gosh, are the dimensions actually merging?
Yeah, 100%.
Are we actually seeing doorways opening and closing that we didn't have before?
Yeah.
Some people have even said that they are feeling like really dizzy in certain parts of their house. Like they'll walk from one part to the next and they'll just get this wave of dizziness come over them.
Yeah.
That's actually walking through dimensional doorways, guys. So part of the house might be in a different dimension to the other.
Yeah.
And so as you're moving across, you'll feel that weird dizziness.
Absolutely.
So let's have a look and see what is going on and what can we expect from this,
That's it.
Those people that are activating, well, maybe it's time to start learning about what's happening to you, finding yourself a good workshop.
Yeah. Ooh, if only we did one. You got some awesome ones. You got the Awakening coming up and also the Reiki as well for those who are interested.
Yes, and Reiki's a really good place to start for any of this. Now, look, this is definitely a security thing. So what this means is people are going to feel more secure in themselves because they actually have more foresight or being able to feel things out.
Yes.
So you're going to feel like, I can trust my own instincts. I can trust what's going on here. And that's the whole purpose of this, is to actually get you to trust in yourself rather than living in the outside influences of, the other people telling us what to do. So we're looking here internally at what's really going on.
Sorry.
Ourselves.
Might have to restart that.
We go. It's a good blooper.
Sorry, I was just fidgeting my feet.
And I had something crawling up my leg, which was Courtney.
All right, go on to where we're at. Right.
Okay. So in feeling insecure about things crawling up your legs, you can understand that, when things actually do happen to you like that, obviously check them out. If it's a tangible thing, then, have a laugh about it like we just did.
Yes, yeah.
Or it could be spirit playing with you, pulling hair, etc., like when we were in Scotland.
Yes, the pulling the hair.
Yeah,
yes.
they love to
and
pull
the
hair.
whispers.
Oh,
a
yes.
bit freaky sometimes when you're not expecting it.
Yeah, for sure. The high-pitched noises in your ears as well are spirit giving you downloads. So this time frame is going to last about 4 months from here. So we're going to be looking at the next 4 months being really intense. And I believe a lot of the solar flares are responsible for a lot of these upgrades, as I said last week.
Yep.
So, as they come through, we've just had like multiple solar storms, one after another. It's really knocking people around.
Yep.
However, it's also bringing you up. So you may find that your psychic abilities will be quite open after these solar flares come through. Okay, and it's all for the good. So everything that's coming in now is for your greater good. This card actually represents getting a new job and being known for what you do. So praise and promotion, being known for what you do is the basis around this card.
Yep.
So this is basically saying you're improving, you're getting a promotion as a human.
That's so cool. Yeah, thanks, Sun.
Yeah.
Universe.
So the new human's going to be one that is psychic, that is aware, and in some cases they're saying we'll get to the point where we can manipulate things like gravity, energy. We'll be able to levitate in some cases. There are some monks that can actually do that now.
That's very true.
But what we're looking at here is across the globe. So everybody gets the upgrade.
That's so cool. Awaken our magic back into us.
Yeah. And
yes, like the magician. Oh, sorry, the hermit. Yes.
Well, that's going within as well. The hermit's a very great card to have here because it really looks like people are starting to understand that all the answers are inside of them and that they don't necessarily have to continually look outside for that. Distractions as well. You've got to be careful of distractions, guys. Like dare I say it, the TV shows, the reality shows, those sorts of things that want to drag you down the drama pathways, they are all distraction, including who's getting married to who in Hollywood. That's another distraction. So, let's go within, let's actually get our feelings on. The good way to test this is if you see something, you go into it with your feelings and say, is this feeling right for me? Is it vibrating? Is it resonating with what I feel is true? And when you can actually go into that resonating field and you can feel it's true and it is true or works out to be that, then you actually are testing your abilities. So start testing your abilities on things that are going on around you,
Absolutely.
even small things at work and people and, all of the things that are happening in your day-to-day.
Yeah, because just like everything, it's a muscle, hey? You just got to keep
working
it. And then you'll get better at it
Totally.
over time.
Yeah, and then it doesn't stop, ever. Okay, so your hangman in the past here means that everyone's sort of been on hold for a while.
Yep.
And, in order to actually be spiritual, it has felt like a bit of a sacrifice for some because otherwise they don't fit into the norm.
Yes.
Oh, you're one of those weird people, I mean, I've had that my whole life, but because I am weird and I'm absolutely happy with that, I just kind of continued on and kept going, and basically over 40 odd years have really honed my abilities to be able to do this sort of stuff. Don't be frightened to displease people around you because they're scared of something. Just make sure that when you're doing it for the right reasons for yourself.
And ethical as well. If you have a message for someone, don't just jump on them. Yes.
Yeah, don't approach people in the street, things like that's really unethical.
Yeah.
But if you actually have abilities there that need to come out, but you're really scared about how to do that, then it's very much quietly, as I said before, like little bits at a time. And also getting involved in groups that understand you, so, meditation groups, but going and doing some courses would be a really great start where you can actually hone your skills. So the Justice card has come out here. It's saying balance is the key here because a lot of people will be going through the same thing you are, and what you might find is you'll start talking about something and someone else will join in.
Will understand,
and you'll think, oh my God, I never thought you were like that, So it's really important to be able to share, but share very carefully.
Yes, yeah. And there's so many, Facebook groups, even just like YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, where you can learn a lot. We have a lot of free content on our channel.
Yeah.
Where there's other previous videos. There's a lot of content.
You guys got heaps of podcasts as well.
Yeah, we did a lot of podcasts with information. So the world is opening up, and not just this world, but many worlds. And definitely the dimensions are closing in. As we move into the fifth dimension, you're going to see a lot more spirit. The reason for that is between the fifth and the sixth dimension where most spirits sit, and we're talking about, heaven or where spirits go after they pass out of their physical form. Well, of course, it's very thin there because you're much closer to them. So you'll be able to speak to your loved ones pretty well, and they will be just around, and they really haven't gone anywhere. It's just a different frequency, a different vibrational form.
Yeah.
So the exciting thing is that moving forward from here, you're never going to be lonely again. You're never going to wonder again. It is there, and it will be so wonderful. And, grief will probably be a thing of the past, Courtney, because
I agree.
we're just going to know it's a transition from one kind of energy to another.
That's it. We still have contact with them, and we'll be closer now. Yeah.
Yes. And there's so many people broadening horizons and seeing new things and having new opportunities. This is such an exciting time to be alive.
Yes.
You chose to be here at this time, even though you might think the world's in a mess.
Yeah.
You chose to be here at this time. Everyone did. And we are actually helping through a lot of people who have forgotten that.
Yes.
Okay, so the ones that are awakened, the light workers, the ones that are actually having these psychic abilities now really awakening in them, you guys are all there for a purpose. So make sure you really get hold of that purpose and move forward with it. It's very important. In the greater scheme of things, there's the great unknown, and the moon card being our last card today is fear. So we just have to be aware that, of course, you're going to be scared of the unknown. Everyone is, until you turn the light on, right? So the way we look at it is that if we are scared of something, we are bringing that fear to us, and then something can manifest from that.
Yes.
But if you're actually understanding of it and you gain knowledge and you gain insight into why it's happening to you, you're no longer scared of it. It holds no real power. So the great thing here is that you can overcome the fear by actually understanding what's happening to you, okay? And the way you do that, of course, is, like I said before, knowledge. So get on YouTube, have a look around. Make sure that if you are receiving messages from Spirit, keep a journal, write things down.
Yes, very true.
If anything ever comes through to you that is negative, or if you ever hear anything swearing at you, that is not Spirit, that is not of the light. And so you just tell it to go, okay?
Yeah.
And you are in full control. Anything that ever scares you, you just tell it to go, banish it, tell it to go away. If you're really scared, bring in good old Archangel Michael.
Yes.
He's here for all of us.
Good protector.
Okay, and he's a very good protector. In the meantime, we have a wonderful thing happening on our planet. There's going to be a wonderful spiritual leader put in place. He is already there. He is going to be coming into power. And when he does, it is going to be awesome for everyone. And there's also going to be an off-worlder that is going to step forward and show us a lot more about our abilities and what has been kept from us for hundreds of years is awakening inside of us now.
That is so cool and so exciting for the next 4 months, guys. You got time. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Let us know you love the videos, and like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Bye.